Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, so today I will do a reading project that reading about this script. I'll never forget the first time I met our new contact from Metrolink. One of our top 5 customers. I had traveled to their office to meet him in person, talk about the history of companies together, and define a shared vision for future cooperation. I want to focus on building a good relationship with him, which would be good foundation for working together. So, when we meet, I want to make a good impression and also show him respect. I greet him with a handshake and address him by his surname. When I put my hand out, I realized he had been moving in to give me a hug. So we did an awkward mixture of the two. Also, when I greeted him by his surname, he responded politely, so he used my first name. It was a little uncomfortable. In this situation, I guess I made assumption about the level of formality he expected. Even though he had never met me before, he knew our two companies had been doing business with each other for years, and he wanted to build on that story by being less formal with me from the beginning. The real learning here for me was that I shouldn't assume we all have the same ideas about meeting people for the first time. I never worked with a federal team or international project before. It was quite exciting. Though also challenging to work with people from diverse countries, many of whom I would never actually get to meet in person. There were a lot of things that we are different about working in the same office, and it was quite challenging at the beginning. For example, there were different time zones, different IT systems, and even different local regulations, which impact on what each person was allowed to or able to do for their project. There were also interpersonal differences, such as different ways of working, approach to deadlines, and when to reply to emails. And we should forget the fact that English was the project language, and the most people on the team had to work in a language which wasn't the first. A positive of this was that it meant that everyone, including the native English speakers, had to make the effort of communicate clearly and clarify their own and everyone else's understanding. To help us all get on the same page, we defined the communication norms and the rules the team would follow, as well as the meeting dates and deadlines. We laid this all out in a document called a team or project charter. These were really useful, and in the end, the project was a great success. I am looking forward to working on my international project. I went through a bit of against the unrealistic target that has been set of our department. She also introduced me to Miss Much approach and I quickly become overlooked. This led me to doing too much overtime and feeling very stressed. My boss was really helpful. Goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. I used this approach to deal with all of the things that were overloading me. It helped me to prioritize some tasks, to do some later, and to drop some completely. I even use this approach now, and I feel much more in control of my time and workload. Have you ever missed a flight or had one cancelled? I did. It happened to me last week. My flight home for a business trip was the last of the day, and we're told it's going to be delayed. There's always a risk at the end of the day. The ground crew kept extending the delay until eventually they could cancel the flight completely. They then told us to go back through the airport to the diversions area to talk to their agent, who would organize hotels for everyone and rebook us on the following day's flight. As soon as they made the announcement about the cancellation, I knew I had to think quickly, as it would not be likely the flight would have capacity to take everyone from console. I hurried back through to the airport and was the first to make it fast. It turned out to be a good idea as were the early 9 seats available on the flight the next morning. Everyone else had to fly to a different airport and then continue back to our destination airport in just lucky.